ones I'm wanting, because I think I have like 4 of these that I'm trying to, and I need to figure out who I'm going to use these on to level them up to 25. Oh no, I have 2 of the 25 levels, 4 of the, in fact, I think I'm going to go to my regular list and sort them different so I can upgrade to rare and then see which ones I want to upgrade to 25. I'm a mess over here.
I was gonna buy pets with them.
I'm trying to figure out also which, like, I need to sort by type.
My phone was blowing up, and I was like, "Oh, look at all the pretty artwork. I should add some artwork." I have no idea what you guys were talking about last night. What? I assume you were showing art from your daughter.
So yeah, so here's the deal. It started off with this girl named Harley. Her mama used to babysit Crystal when she was little, and they live up in Idaho. And she has a set of twins. Well, these twins are they don't come from the best breeding stock. Mom and dad are both a little on the dumb side.
I'd heard a story about she was going to get a rose tattoo, and you showed the picture of that, and then your daughter was fixing it.
Yes. Yeah, and so Crystal was trying to help her out, and like she offered to draw the rose for her, and she, you know, let her use that for the tattoo artist to use, and then she comes back, she finishes it, and I showed the picture of the finished product. And Harley was like, it's nice, but he's gonna charge me more for that. So like, he was gonna charge her $150 for that piece of crap that she showed. I was like, you need a new tattoo artist. For one, you don't even use a tattoo artist that'd be like, okay, I'll draw that on you, because that ought to be a red flag right there. And so she was like, it's nice, but could you draw it differently? And Crystal's like, bruh, like, I legit just drew this for you, like, didn't charge you to draw this because I was trying to help you out so that you didn't make a mistake of doing this. And so she was just like, you know what, like, she can be stupid, I don't care. And so me and Passion got to talking about art and our kids' art and stuff. And so she was showing me what her son-in-law and her son and daughter-in-law had been drawn or whatever. And so I showed, you know, the heart picture that Crystal drew that I've got hanging up on my wall.
I see.
Yeah, that heart. She was told in art class to draw something abstract or whatever that has some kind of meaning. And so it's supposed to represent like depression, heartbreak, and all that stuff, and hope that comes out of it. That's why you see the dandelions. Really? Oh my god. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back.
Everything okay?
Yeah, so JC's just being a dick. He likes to mess with people and make people like freak out about stuff, and it's really not a big deal. He thinks it's hilarious. Wonder where my anxiety comes from. But Hayden is over, so Hayden is my extra kid. he's my daughter's ex-boyfriend, and then we just keep him around because I was like, and so I just got through telling him, I was like, you know, you're my favorite kid. I was like, have I told you you're my favorite kid? And he was like, plenty of times. And so he's over, and he's he came over to fix my door. So that door issue that I've been having, that I've had that, and I went and got that door and put it in the garage, and he finally had time to come. Like, I guess he didn't have to work today, so he came over and he's taken the frame and the door, my existing door, all out, and taking the frame out, and he's installing the new one for me.
Oh, that's no easy task.
No, well, he's familiar with construction, so. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know how to do it. And I told him, I said, I still have that box with the garage door opener, because my son, we haven't had a working, like a proper, what the hell is your deal, JC? Why are you messing with me? I don't like it. It's making my anxiety go through the roof. Please stop fucking with me. Sorry.
Okay.
Like, he just came in here and he was like, are you sure we need a door? And he's acting like there's something messed up again.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee. You can tell me about the garage.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay. Be right back.
I've got a lot of bees. I got some fire. Undead. I only have a few mechanical. Okay. Oh, now I need to sort by. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade that.
Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, that's enough. Tell you what.
Tell you what, son.
Let me go in. Thank you, bud. Man. Why do people merge onto the road from like a parking lot and just go like 5 miles an hour? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Almost crashed into 2 people right there. I just left my house.
Okay.
Rushed to get out the freaking parking lot just to go freaking 2 miles an hour.
Goodness. Which one is
I'm
this?
back.
Welcome back.
I forgot to loot that thing before I left, damn it.
Maybe I should upgrade.
Pro Pet Mob, what is that?
25 pets, or
75
well,
pets.
75 pets to level 25.
Grats.
Thanks. I don't mess with.
It
my
always
pets as
cracks
much
me
as
up
I
when
used
you
to.
when you click an achievement to see if you have it, and you're like, oh, I see when I got that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Now this one is. I need to upgrade to rare. So I need to go to my green ones. Sort by rarity. Okay, so now my garage door. Oh, I should have upgraded that one. So with my garage door, JC, when he was 16, actually he was 15, and we just had him move the, I think it was last year, and he was 16. Shit, I don't remember. 15 or 16. We had him we were moving vehicles in the driveway to make room for my ex-husband's big semi. He was bobtailing home. And he ran the truck into the garage. So it messed up we got the garage door replaced, and we got the tracks and everything
Wait,
fixed.
which kid ran it in? Your son or his friend?
My son.
Okay.
And JC did. The one that's in here being a jerk. So anyways, we get the garage door guy to come and fix it, but he was like, listen, the motherboard on this motor is like jacked up. I'll have to, they don't make this anymore. Like it's going to cost you so much to replace this. He was like, or I can just order a motherboard. And I was like, okay. So he was supposed to order a motherboard, and we never heard back from him. So on, Amazon had Prime Day, and they actually had a garage door kit with the motor and everything, but it was like a whole thing, chain and all, on sale. And so Tyson helped me pick it out, and Tyson was going to actually install it for me, and then he had his accident. So I still have the the Amazon box and everything. I haven't even opened it. It's still in the garage. And Tyson's not getting out of it. Like, it's gonna be there until he's ready.
Huh. Yeah. Is Tyson handy like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's handy. He works on his cars and does stuff and things. Now, he will tell you that if it's less of a headache to pay somebody to do it, he'd rather just pay somebody to do it. But I'm a tightwad, and I will watch a YouTube video all day long just to figure out how to do something myself, as opposed to pay for it. But I don't like messing with electrical stuff, and garage door opener counts as electrical.
Yeah, but you turn off the electricity.
Yeah, no, I still don't jack with electricity. I will not touch electricity. Will not. It's so cute. What do you do? Oh, I actually need this, so I'm going to upgrade you.
I just got my butt kicked in my phone game.
Oh no.
Yep. You need to play the phone game so that you can play with me while you're at work.
What phone game?
It's called Empires and Puzzles.
Empire, like, you'll have to, like, send me a message so I don't forget about it. Forgot I had all these
I
little
can get bonus stuff for inviting you.
I forgot I had all these little Zandalari pets. Oh. That's fine. I I need? I have plenty of those. I need mechanical. My RoboCub. Let's see. Ooh, health and power. Rabid nut varmint. Metal fist, overtune, rabid strike, thrash, extra plating, repair. Or my RoboCub has bite, demolish, repair, rebuild, maul, and supercharge. Oh, I want that one. Where are you, little cub? There you are. Let's see. I don't need any more dragons. I don't need water. Infected squirrel, power, and disease bite, stampede, creeping fungus, corpse explosion, rabid strike, and consume. Consume. I need consume. What do you mean invalid target? Oh, there you are. Pressing on somebody else's pet.
Are you breaking shit? It sounds like you're breaking shit.
Oh, no, Hayden's in there putting the...
No, I mean in the game.
Oh. Who is this? Who's at my door?
Somebody's at your door. They're
Hang on,
putting a door
BRB.
in.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh my gosh, that was so weird.
Oh, gotta get on. I'm doing something where I have to kill the same thing over and over 25 times. I'm just standing here waiting for it to respawn each time.
So, oh god. So, like, I don't know, like, are you weird about, like, people coming to your house?
Yep.
Okay. So, this girl that Crystal is friends with, she's younger than Crystal. But she's friends with her, and every now and then, like, Crystal will help, like, pick her up from, like, band and give her a ride, you know, because she's in band or whatever, right? So, and that's always been a thing. Senior band members always help out somebody in the lower class, like, they kind of take one under their wing, you know?
Uh-huh.
So she's kind of friends with this girl, Nevaeh. And Sadie, out of my office. So the mom, though, she goes, so I was at work yesterday, and the mom rings the doorbell yesterday. And I answer from work, and I was like, can I help you? And she was like, I'm Nevaeh's mom, da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, Nevaeh's here. And I was like, Nevaeh's not there. Like, she's not supposed to be there. No one, like, an extra child at my house while I'm not at work was not approved. And, well, they come around the side of the house. She's like, oh, there she is. And I'm like, okay. And so, like, I clicked off the ring. Well, today, like, she just rang the doorbell, and I'm like, it's that same lady. And so I go to answer the door, and she's like like, she's in the door, like, in the doorway. Like, in the doorway. Not outside the door, in the doorway. You couldn't shut the door, you couldn't do anything. Like, it's cold outside. Like, you're letting out all my bought air. So she was just, like, awkwardly standing in there, like she was expecting me to invite her in. Like, listen, you came over unannounced. And it was because she said that Nevaeh, she's like, we are going to Tulsa, and we fed her, but she was wanting to know if she could come over and hang out with Crystal. And I look at Crystal, I was like, Crystal's going over to Christian's later, which is her boyfriend or whatever. I was like, no, like, no, like, Crystal's gonna be leaving later. And
So what year is Crystal's 18, right?
Yeah.
So if they're going out to Tulsa, maybe they were looking for, like, a babysitter, kind of?
I don't know, but I was like, no. I'm like, no. And so she just came over to ask. She's like, well, I told her that we would stop by and ask. And I'm like looking at her, like, I've got this, like, Crystal goes, I could hear your thoughts, Mom. Like, she was like, I just looked at you and I could hear your thoughts. Like,
she might have told her daughter, no, you can't stay home alone today. And she might have been like, well, I'll go hang out at my friend's house. Drop me on the way.
Yeah.
And
so
it was like, oh, well, I'm going to go make sure there's a parent that approves this.
Yeah. Well, the thing is like, she could have messaged Crystal, and Crystal would have been like, no, I'm not going to be at the house all day today. And then, or, because Crystal will ask me.
Right.
And
well,
she could also give this lady my phone number. Like, there's ways to communicate with me and to get a hold of me without coming up to my door.
It sounds like this girl may have been playing Mom, and Mom just checked her out.
Here's the deal, though. Mom does not, it's not courteous for this mom to come up to my door unannounced.
Yeah.
And then ask me if her kid can stay over. Like, she should be going, here's how I play it. If they want a friend, I'm like, I need you to get a hold of your friend, and I need you to get their mom's number and message me their mom's number so I can talk to Mom.
Yeah.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
So I never go to somebody's house unannounced, ever. And so I was but it was weird the way she was standing in the doorway. Like, Crystal thought it was awkward. JC thought it was awkward. Like, everybody was really uncomfortable the way that she was standing in the doorway, almost inviting herself into the house. But I stood in the doorway like, nah, like, no. I am not prepared for visitors.
Are they new to the area? I mean, is she trying to make friends with you?
I don't know. I don't want extra friends. I'm like, I don't mean to be mean, but I don't know you. I don't really care. I'm overwhelmed as it is. I don't have the energy for extra people, and I really don't like it when people come over unannounced to my house. So now I kind of already don't like you. So
Yeah.
I'm very territorial, and
Yeah, no, I get it.
I have a lot of, like, I'm very private on certain
If I'm
things.
not expecting you at the door, I answer it with a gun behind the door. So it's not a good idea to just show up at my door.
Right. And so I'm just over here, like, and it was just this awkward conversation.
Yeah.
And,
so
and I
there are
kept making
some
closing
people who
statements. I
don't
kept saying,
realize how close they've come to getting shot at my house.
well, and like I kept making closing statements like, well, it was really nice to meet you. And like she just stuck her, like she had her whole ass arm in my house, like sticking it out to meet me when I answered the door. Hi, I'm Nevaeh's mom. Well, I forgot what her name was. And I'm just like, yeah, Kendra. And she's like, well, I know that, you work at the police department. I was like, sheriff's office. Like, not police department, sheriff's office. And she's like, oh, were you working yesterday? I'm like, what, you want my fucking schedule now too? Like, lady, go away. Like, I don't know you. And I have to be extra careful because I work at the sheriff's office, because people are freaking weird nowadays. And I'm not trying to that's why you'll never see a blue line flag in front of my house. That's why you never see political posters in front of my house. Like, I am not trying to put my stuff out there to become a target.
Yep.
You don't see any blue line stickers on my car because I'm not trying to get it keyed. Like, I'm proud of what I do, but I also
But you're not stupid.
I'm not inviting vandalism or hate crime. Exactly.
Yeah, no, see, actually, around here, the officers take their cars home, so they're parked in the driveway. There's no, you know who the officers are around here.
Yeah, they do that here too. They have take-home units. But still, I mean, if I'm going to Walmart, if you go to Walmart and you've got a blue line sticker or something on or you've got some kind of bumper sticker on your car that just talks about your political, status or whatever, people will like car.
Oh yeah, I don't have anything on my car.
Oh yeah, no, I don't put any stickers on my car. I think it's tacky.
Yeah. So I got my car from Carvana, the giant vending machine.
Yeah.
And I asked my roommate to change my plates for me, and he put the stupid Carvana plate thingy back, like the frame, back on. I was like, why did you do that? Why would you put because they have that like plate frame. I was like, why did you put the Carvana frame back on?
Right.
He goes, well, I thought you liked it. I was like, yeah, because when I got because it had the temp plate on, and when I got the regular plate, I asked him to put it on for me, and I was like, dude, why did you do that? That's just weird.
Yeah, I don't do.
Because it's so cool that you got it there. It's a vending machine. I was like, no, the world does not need to know where I bought my car.
Right. My little mall rat. Oh, there you are. You're like literally underneath my feet, little mall rat.
There's a mall rat out here?
No, it's one that I have that I just put into rare stat.
Oh.
Because I wanted Death Coil, I didn't have it.
Finally, the 25th skull. I'm on my last one. This took forever. This is stupid quest. This better give me something freaking good. All I got to say. What the hell? Why is the quest gone? Oh, because I'm in the wrong area. Freak me out.
Dang it, hang on, BRB. I'm making chicken noodle soup. I think my chicken's done boiling. Okay.
Oh, maybe this is the thing for that mount you all keep talking about, the white items. I just got Frizenza's skull. Is that part
Oh,
of that mount thing?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I for the dragon that looks like a fox.
Yeah.
No, you get frozen meat, jerky, and something else, but they're like recipe items.
Oh, okay.
But you don't have to cook anything. You just have to have the items. But you have to also complete a quest line. It's a whole thing. And okay, so
What is it?
all right, so I finished that. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Speaking of that, I was needing my cooking trainer. They've got all the trainers here, so where's my cooking trainer?
It's inside the inn, I think.
Is
Maybe?
your cooking
I can't
trainer
remember.
always inside the inn? Because I'm in Marukai.
Oh, no, I don't know. No.
I mean, there is a pot. But they got all kinds of trainers. Feast leftovers. Oh, hurry. Don't mind if I do. My little mall rat's running around with me. Come on, little mall rat. Even though you're a baby. For a rodent. Let's see. Grand Hunt Trainer. The Grand Hunt Trainer. I want to choose my Shikar hunting tactics. Let me customize my companion's appearance. Your Ohuna companion. Okay. That's cool. I don't understand what any of this is. Oh. I am not your keeper, outsider. Wow, Scout Tomul. That's a little aggressive. He said I'm not your keeper. Okay, so that's the armament, blacksmithing. So they have all the trainers here except, I don't believe that. They can't have all the trainers here except for cooking.
Where are you? Down
That's
in the
fine.
Iskar area?
In Marukai. Over in the Honoran Plains, there's that big TP looking building, the Marukai.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Is there a guard to ask?
No, there's no guards. Maybe he's up here. Interpreter.
Do you have something to
Maybe the chief. No. Listen. Come on, guys. There's the flight master. Don't need you.
We'll speak later.
Go. Surely. Renowned quartermasters. Tailoring trainer. Quartermaster. I don't believe anybody's upstairs. No. No. Ugh. Listen. Screw it. I'm just gonna go to... And I'm gonna be lazy and I'm gonna taxi my way to... Oh. There's a whole quest right here. What is this? Help healer Selbik prepare Taven for training. Brush him for me. Okay. Oh. Water.
So did you watch that video about getting gear?
No.
There is a 282 ring available to us or something like that. But it's like a 2 or 3 hour grind for rep to get it. And you have to be in a group. For the rep grind, because they're really big elites. It's the same place I told you about the bow being at.
Oh. I don't remember all that stuff. I'm horrible. Where's the damn dog?
Admiral's favour friend, smooth sailing. Keep the wind to the sea.
Where'd the dog go? So Tavan is a coward. When you have to go hunt with the Bakar,
Uh-huh.
he's like the giant dog, bear dog. Your Bakar, while massive and strong, does not seem to have the will to do what needs to be done in the hunt. He is too soft. I'll give him one more chance, but this is it. Let's see how he behaves in a pack. Well, he didn't want to kill stuff. What do you want from him? Ravenous Proto-Drake. I really don't want to mess with that. Why am I being attacked now? Holy crap.
They think you're tasty.
That Proto-Drake is like on me, like white on rice. Avian yelps in fear and backs away from the Proto-Drake. Tavian, you're a crappy dog. Like, who gave you to me? You're a horrible hunter. Done being a scaredy cat now. Let's go. What a waste. Hey, listen, he's a crappy hunter, but he's not a waste. He is the most unferocious Bakar I've ever seen, and I bet he would even try to make friends with the wild game if we let him. Wow. Listen. You can burden the Teray clan with your softest, not us. Jeez. Poor Tavan.
They beat him up, don't they?
Gosh dang. Rude ass. Jesus. Fine, Tavan. Come on. Let's go. We don't need them guys. Tavan whimpers and does as he's told. Listen, I'm gonna have to rescue this Bakar. Like, just put him in my stable. I'll take him. I have to make some difficult decisions.
I thought all of that was before the sheep quest.
I don't know. I just found the quest was available and I took it. I have no idea. Alright, Tavan, go find Tevete. He said, I will. This is a sweet quest, except everybody's jerks. This poor dog. Like, I have feelers for this Bakar now. Quest accepted, the gentle giant. Aww.
Oh, come on. No, 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 no. What the son of a biscuit eater. That was some bull honky donkey.
Oh, great. Now we gotta herd sheep again.
It must be a daily or something.
Alright, Tavan.
Well, you know, he sucks at that too.
Does he?
Did he hurt him the last time you tried?
Well, this was no, this wasn't a daily. This was, well, it was different. It's not the same. This is a quest line, where the other one was like a daily.
Oh, okay. So you did it last time as a daily.
Yeah. And it's not this, and it wasn't Tavan. It was another Bakar. It was a
Oh.
group that had. Tavan, you're doing such a good job, big boy. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Herding these little sheep. Oh, Tavan isn't sure what to do. The Argali ignores Tavan and walks away. Tavan seems confused about what he's supposed to do. They ignore him.
See, you were so frustrated with that quest before, and I was like, it was the cutest quest.
Like, it's so funny because I'm reading the thing and it's like, I'm thinking he's hurting them because it's like saying that it's working, but then you look in the general chat and it's like the sheep are ignoring him and just walking off like, whatever.
Yep.
Chase Argali into a pen.
Yep, your dog's an idiot. It's letting you know.
Oh, okay.
Our enemies have reached Imru. We will not let this stand. They must be stopped.
Get in the damn pen. What do you mean you can't do that yet? Arrgh. Apparently I'm dumb too. We don't need these people, Tavan. Come on. It says you can't do that yet. I don't understand.
You only bark at it once when you're hurting, and after that, it is always afraid of you. You just have to walk around to hurt it. You don't have to continually do it. That was my struggle because it was telling me I can't do that yet either because it still has the debuff on it. It's being feared by you. You just have to adjust your positioning.
Well, I'm adjusting and he's not. God dang it. Go. Making me angry. No, why do you keep walking? He's walking in the same path. I don't think this is right. Like, he's not feared at all.
Well, then just go get another one.
I don't understand. See, this is the first time I've yelled at it, and it says you can't do that. So it's not me.
Only thing I can think of is the keybind is glitched, and it thinks you're attacking it in some other way.
It's not a keybind, it's a button in the middle of my screen.
My extra action button is keybound, so I click it. So,
Oh, here we go. This is working better. Okay.
what happened?
It's user error. Get in the damn
I can't
pen.
imagine it was user error.
Cute.
So what was it?
So apparently the sheep weren't spawned. And so I was just doing like the sheep that were out there. And then like after a while, like after messing with that one sheep that was next to the pen, Like they all populated out in the field. So I was able to go and actually, because all the ones that I was trying to do earlier were like, oh, you can't do that. And then they respawned. Anyways. I'm going to have a brain aneurysm from this game. It's stressing me out. With wet hair? Did you even comb your hair? And when are you going to be back?
That's a style, Mom.
A few hours. Where y'all going?
Where have you come
His parents home? Okay.
I love
Okay, love you.
you.
Bye.
I love you. I love you, Grindy.
Love you too, Grace.
No, like seriously, there are so many parents that are just like, all right, see you later.
Oh.
Like you're the type of mom and my son was like, why do you care? I'll be back later.
Oh.
No other
Ooh.
parent cares. I was like, you do not go into the bedroom of the opposite sex. Like we had rules, and like he did not understand why we had rules. It was like, it shook his world that there were rules. And then he was like, okay, so now I'm 18, so now you can't say anything. I was like, you want to live under this roof? Guess what? I still say something. Which is why he
Yeah.
doesn't live here.
David's trying to play with the ram.
I have a friend who, their daughter was like not wanting to live by their rules. Okay, I'm going to get choked up with this story. It's a beautiful story in the end, I promise. And she was 16 years old, and she had a boyfriend, and the boyfriend was like, let's go hang over at my cousin's house. And she was not supposed to go out. She ran away to go out, hang out with this boyfriend, and go hang out at his cousin's house. And he was a sex trafficker. And
Good Lord.
yeah, and they trafficked her. And the parents knew where she was at, and they called the police, and the police were like, yeah, that's a sex trafficking home. We're gonna go in and get her for you, but we don't want her to end up in this whole mess, so we're gonna let you go in behind us and get her out so that her name isn't taken and she doesn't end up in this whole thing. So the dad went in. What the heck? Why isn't it letting me? So they let the dad go in behind them, and they got her out, and they took her home, and they had 2 younger daughters at home, and the mother had to have surgery or a doctor's appointment or something. But they'd gotten her hooked on drugs in the 48 hours that she was in this house. They'd gotten her hooked on heroin. And
Wow.
yeah. I mean, they were shooting her up quick. So she was jacked up, and she was enjoying the heroin, and they were treating her great. They were treating her like a princess during this short time. They were, I mean, she wanted what was going on in this short time. You know, they were working it.
Yeah.
And sorry. So the mother had to go to this doctor's appointment, and the dad was dealing. They live out on a ranch. The dad was dealing with the ranch and the farm and the 2 younger children, and he lost track of where she was at, and she took off again. And this was like maybe a day or 2 after she had initially been pulled out of the house, and of course everybody had made bail by then.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she went straight back to the house to get more drugs, because I mean she was jonesing at that point. She needed the heroin. And of course at this point they're like, well, we're not going to get busted over this girl again. So
Yeah.
they immediately got her out of the area. And this was up in Montana.
Dang.
So she was immediately taken to the nearest city. And it was 6 months before they found her again. They found her by working with a community of parents who seek their lost teens.
Yeah.
And they found her on Craigslist
Wow.
in an escort ad where she was sitting on a hotel bed naked. It was like her silhouette.
Yeah.
And being advertised in an escort ad.
Oh, that's crazy.
So they were able to contact the police for the area that the ad was being promoted in, and the police said, "Oh yeah, yep, we recognize the hotel. We have a lot of problems there." So they were able to go to the hotel, and the hotel said, "Yep, we recognize the room and the girl. She's here, all right." Police were able to go in and get her out. So they were able to get her back. She went through an inpatient program to recover from the drugs and the abuse. I mean, she had been trafficked for over 6 months that way. I mean, all the worst things that can happen to you in sex trafficking happened to her. All because she wanted to go hang out with her boyfriend and his cousin and their friends, and she didn't understand why mom and dad wanted to know where she was at. So she went through this recovery program, and she got back into the church, and she's now married and has 2 wonderful children. One with some health issues, but I mean, she's happily married, beautiful children, and she is pregnant with a 3rd on the way and is doing great.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, amazing recovery. She's had an amazing recovery. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always... You gotta stay on these kids. Like, it's so funny. Like, I'll hear these parents talk about, like, trust and yada yada. I'm like, no, you don't trust your children. They're children.
You guide them.
There's a reason why you are, like, legally responsible for them for a certain amount of time, because they cannot be trusted to do things on their own and make their own decisions.
Forget even legally. I mean, they're children. You birth them, you guide them.
Yeah, it's just so funny listening to these woke parents that are talking about how to raise your kid. You should listen to what they want. Da 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 da. And I'm like, no, you don't listen to what they want. Like, little things they want, yeah, sure. Big things they want, absolutely not. There's a certain point where you have to be the grown up and make the decisions for them, because they are too young to know. Like, they don't know.
Yeah, my old
It
roommates.
just drives me nuts.
My old roommates used to make me nuts. They were like, well, kids will be kids, and they need to learn from their mistakes, and blah, blah. Yeah, those are all great sayings. But hello, you are here to guide them. And if they're, like, fighting and arguing and making mistakes, you are supposed to correct them, educate them, guide them, teach them. That is what you are here for. You don't just let them sit down there and beat on each other and scream at each other and not, like, eventually step in and say, okay, listen, guys, you are siblings. You need to show each other love. You need to show each other respect. This needs to stop. You know, you need to not hit each other. You need to say something. You need to eventually, yes, siblings will be siblings and mistakes will be made and blah, blah, blah. But, well, now my roommates have had social services called on them 7 times. Their child, their youngest, it's because of their youngest that social services was called so many times. They, why am I losing health? Okay. They, have had to put him in therapy, court ordered. I mean, they have a psychiatrist and a psychologist for him. He's on medication. I mean, it's like he was tormented by his sisters. It's like you never stepped in and protected him from the way they treated him.
Yeah, so the big thing that my ex-husband and I had was, like, one of our biggest, like, fights was always over. So the oldest 2 are from my first husband, and then the youngest one was my ex-husband now, like Scott. Well, Scott, like, he has like 2 other kids from previous relationships, and it was just everybody was young and stupid, and like wouldn't let him like visit the kids, like just being like not thinking in the best interest of the kids. They were thinking like children and not as adults, right? And letting their issues with Scott, you know, hinder the children and like this getting back at him, not being able to let him see the kids, right?
Uh-huh.
Childish crap. So when we had Alex, you know, he gets to raise this kid. He finally has a child that he can raise, and it's his, and he has spoiled this child rotten. He treats the youngest, which not only is he the baby, but he's blood his. So
Yeah.
there's definitely some favoritism, and he doesn't see it. And that was always our biggest fight, because I would always treat all of them as equally as I could. I say equally, but not equal, because all the kids are different.
Equal
so you
but
can't treat
different.
them equally. Yeah. And so, it was always just a fight. I was like, these kids, I was like, we're gonna die one day, Scott. I was like, we're gonna die, and these kids are gonna be all they have of each other, like of their family. It's them, and you are creating resentment from the older kids. I was like, you're isolating that child from his family, because they're gonna grow up resenting him and not liking him and not wanting anything to do with him, and he's gonna grow up entitled. And so,
Yeah.
sure enough, Alex stays at his dad's house now. He doesn't stay here because we took the computer, because he has an issue with the computer, like getting up in the middle of the night, not getting up for school and stuff like that. So I was like, we're going to take the computer out of the house, and he can just play on the computer when he's at your house. Well, now that the computer's at his house, Alex doesn't want to leave Dad's. And so Scott like messaged me, or he called me not too long ago and was like, oh, this is like a few weeks ago. And he was talking about how badly Alex was talking to him and treating him and da-da-da. And I was like, that's because you sat there and you're raising him like y'all are friends, like he's your equal. I was like, he runs that house. You don't. I was like, of course he's going to talk to you like that. And I was like, you think that kid would ever talk to me like that? Absolutely not. I was like, you have not established any boundaries as a father and son.
Yeah.
You act like he's your friend and you give him everything he wants. Of course he's going to treat you like shit. And I was like, so I don't know why you're coming to me for help. I was like, this was our big fight when we were married. I was like, I have told you and told you and told you that you were creating this mess. Now you're going to fix it. Now it's going to be harder for you to sit here and establish these rules and boundaries, because he's going to be mad about it.
Yep.
And he's going to say he hates you and all this other stuff. And I was like, but as long as you keep giving him what he wants, then that's what you've got. I was like, the reason he doesn't want to come back to my house is because I have rules. He has to do chores. He has bedtime. He has a certain way that he has to behave. Absolutely. Why would he want to be here when he could have a free-for-all at your house? So Alex stays at his dad's house. And I haven't heard anything else about his behavior. So I guess, I don't know if Scott's just letting it keep going, or if he's handling it or what. But every time the school calls me and says that Alex is absent, I mark it down in my calendar that he was absent while at his dad's house.
Oh boy.
Because I'm
How
sure
long has
that'll
he
come
been
up.
there?
Couple months, 2 or 3 months. Which he lives down the street, because they live in an apartment complex that's pretty much right down the street. They live in town. It's conditional, so we're supposed to have 50-50 with him. He's supposed to stay 1 week at my place, 1 week at his.
That's rough. That's rough for a kid.
Well, he's got stuff at his dad's. He's got stuff here. So he's not like having to pack a bag or any of that stuff. He doesn't have to do any of that. He just comes over and goes and comes as he pleases. We don't stick to the 50-50. We're pretty Like, if he wants
How
to
old
come
is
over,
he now?
He's 12. Um, he was over for Thanksgiving.
So how many kids total you got? 3? A
Uh-huh.
girl and 2 boys?
Yep.
I talked to my kid today.
Yeah?
Yep. Apparently my brother keeps calling him. My brother likes to call and talk shit on me.
Oh, well.
He's like, Mom, I don't know why he does this. He seems to think we got some sort of bond talking shit on you. And he doesn't understand. I think he's an asshole.
Mm.
I just call and tell you everything he said. I said, I don't really care what he said. And my mother says shit to me like, I don't understand why you and your brother don't have a better relationship. I don't know, maybe because he goes around talking shit on me to everybody, including my own kid.
Right.
Meanwhile, the rest of my family doesn't even acknowledge that I have a kid.
Wow.
Well, he's my stepson.
Mm.
And we got married when he was 14 years old, so my family doesn't acknowledge that he's my son.
That's
They're like,
bullshit.
well, he's not really your son, honey. He was your husband's son. That's the kind of thing my mother likes to say to me.
Wow. That's not very...
And
I don't believe in that.
And you're a widow now, honey, so your husband's gone. So he's not
Oh
really
my
your
God.
problem anymore. That's the way my mother thinks. He's not really your problem now, Linda. Stan's gone. You don't need to worry about him. His son's got too many
Wow.
problems. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Like, my
Wow.
family has never bought him Christmas gifts or anything.
How old is he now?
He's 28. They don't call him. They don't say hi to him, except for my brother now. And that didn't start until my husband died.
Huh.
And he'll call. So, my son has always had issues. Okay, I admit that. I've said that. So, when my son was not in school and my nephew was, my son went over to my brother's house one day and was like, "Hey, is Austin here?" Looking for my nephew. Didn't realize my nephew was in school because my son went to Choices, which was like, because my son had been in jail. He went to a special program that was half day when he got out of jail, and because he'd been in jail for attacking me. Like I said, he had a lot of problems. And when he got out, he went to like this special program instead of going mainstream right away. And he went over to my brother's house and he was like, "Hey, is Austin around?" He was so messed up in the head back then that he didn't even think about other people being in school. It wasn't even in his like mind to think about other people enough to think about where they were at. He was just of the mindset of, "Oh, I'm out, so is everybody else." Because his buddies that he would hang out with from his program were also out. So he was like, "Hey, let's go see if my cousin's home. Let's go say hi to him." So he went over to his cousin's house. He wanted to talk to him. Well, my brother was like, "I'm sure he came to rob our house."
Oh my God.
I'm like, "John, he didn't come to..." Well, that's the only reason he came. He didn't think I would be there. He came there to rob the house. There are 5 billion houses in this town he could have robbed. Why would he have come to yours?
God.
Like, why would he mess with my life and try to steal from family? I mean, because that would have just jacked my life up. Why? And my brother lives like 3 towns away. Why would he drive all the way like 20 minutes away when he could have just gone like down the street to rob somebody?
Yeah.
And it wouldn't have messed my life up so much because it wouldn't have been a family member. Why would he drive all the way down to my brother's house? He's like, I totally shocked him. And then he found out, Austin was at school. He should have known Austin was at school. Yeah, he should have known it, but he was being stupid. He wasn't being stupid and robbing your house. He was just being stupid and not thinking, Austin's not home yet. Like, come on. Why do you gotta think that?
Some people, man.
You know,
Tell you
just
what.
because you're that way, Just because you were that kind of teenager.
Mm-hmm. Oh, people are just, I don't know.
And this was probably,
This is why.
well, let's see. My son is he'll be 28 in a few weeks. So this happened when he was like 16. My brother still brings this up.
Wow.
Like almost every time they talk, just admit it, man. Just admit it. You had come here to rob us.
Well, I would correct them. I'd be like, for one, robbery would be taking your shit with a gun pointed to your head. Burglarizing your place, maybe.
Well, and why are you even like still bringing this up? I mean, this is over 10 years old. I mean, this isn't who he is anymore.
Yeah.
You know? And you know, Christmas and Thanksgiving and you know, I got invited over to my parents' house, but they'll say to me, "Please don't bring your son. We don't have the energy for him. Please don't let Stan come. We don't have the energy for him."
You
All right.
know, I'm sorry, but I just kind of think that I would be.
There were a
Listen.
number of years where I'd be like, I can't make it. I'm doing something with my son, you know? But my mother's
Yeah.
probably going to die in the next year or two. So if it, like, it may be her last Thanksgiving this year. Otherwise, I probably would have been like, well, I'm going to go see little Stan this year.
So here's my thing, which I'm different than a lot of people. And some say it's good, some say it's not. Like I don't have the energy for people that don't give me peace. I have absolutely zero problem cutting family off. I have.
We had cut them off. They were
Yeah.
not. We were not on speaking terms when my husband stroked, when my husband had heart attacks, when my husband had legs amputated. We had cut them off. My father went to my pastor and asked for reconciliation, and we did reconciliation therapy and counseling through my church. And we have a tentative peace, shall we say. So I try to get along with the family for that sake. I don't see them often. I don't do a lot with them. Bare minimum is putting it lightly. Shoot, I just lost some height.
I have zero contact with my mother. I don't have contact with my shithead cousins. I've got half siblings I won't have anything to do with. The only family that I have that I talk to is my brother. He's the next oldest. He and I seem to be the only ones that have our head on our shoulders. And so he came, we got our tattoo together, and he came down for last Christmas. He came to see me instead of his full-blood sibling or his other siblings that he's no longer. And he's coming down this Christmas. He's introduced me to his fiance. Like, I'm the only one that's met her. Like, he and I are all we have in our entire families that we have. I don't have anything to do with my mom's side of the family. When my grandma died, that was the end of that. I have zero to do with my mother. And she lives in my hometown, and so I'll get messages. Hey, I ran into your mom, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, yeah, if you're smart, you'll steer clear of her, you know.
Yep.
I was like, she's a career criminal and a manipulator, and she'll talk you out of your house and everything you got if you let her. So, and she's an old dope head, an old dope cook. So you might want to just stay away from her.
Like, my brother makes like a solid 6 figures a year. He won't send me anything for Christmas or birthday or anything. He probably won't even remember to call me.
Wow. See, my brother will not tell me what his birthday is. I had to get it from Crystal because he won't let me send him anything for his birthday, but he'll send me stuff on my birthday. In fact, he randomly sent me a butter dish and salt and pepper shaker set because he knows I collect salt and pepper shakers.
Uh-huh.
So he found this set at this antique store while he was out with his fiance, and so he mailed it to me. He was like, I just couldn't help it. It's
Oh
like,
shoot.
okay.
I went all the way up this peak and this isn't one of the ones that needs a dang it.
That needs a what?
That needs one of the things planted on it.
Oh.
I assumed that this one would need one.
I'm 2 quest lines away from completing the Oneron Sojourner achievement, so I'm working on that. And I'm trying to find some kind of stability over here where I can kind of, because I feel like I'm all over the place. Where did he go? Lilac Ramble. Where? Oh no.
Oh, there's a peak I can go down to. I went to that highest peak in the game, and I actually flew up there. Like I like flew in circles to get higher and higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
I was rocking it. I only
Why
had
are
to
you not
stop
rotating?
once, because like I got to the top and it didn't seem to want to keep going up any.
Okay, so it starts over here in Shady's Rest. I can't see. I need to zoom. Right there by the flight point. Okay. I'm gonna take off again. Oh, shoot, land somewhere. Okay. Okay. So this is supposed to be where the starting quest is for the Lilac Ramble, and I don't see it. I have such a hard time with this. With, like, Tyson tried to lead me, and poor thing, Tyson's so patient with me. It's stupid. Like, he puts up with so much. So, like, he's trying to help me with this quest to get this snail mount. And we have to go to see Rathian. And so we go to the Obsidian Throne or whatever, and, like, he's not there. And so he's like, okay, so let's go and pick up this quest. And I'm like, the people aren't there. And he's like, well, did you pick sides yet? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I was waiting for the side thing, but I don't think I ever got to pick sides. I was like, I just ran out of quests. I ran out of exclamation marks. Like, when I run out of exclamation marks, I just move on until to an area that gives me exclamation marks. So, and I've just like gradually gotten away from it. I was like, I don't see the people that you were talking about. And so we had to like give it up because I keep running into that over here. Like, I want to complete these quests and I'm Googling the starting points for these quests, but the people aren't here when I get here. I don't understand. Driving me crazy. Yeah, there's nobody here. And Lilac Ramble and Elder Nazoon are the only 2 quests for Sojourner of Honor and Plains that I have left to do. And I don't have a starting quest for Lilac Ramble.
I can't get this. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. You're gonna laugh at me.
Why? What did you do?
I cannot get this.
What are you doing?
You see that like shaded thing up there? See what?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I can't. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall.
No.
I'm gonna fall. No, I'm falling. No. I can't.
Hilarious.
I have to land on that.
Oh, man. You just need to build up a few, fly straight up, and then
No.
you We need to build up a few, fly straight up, and look down, and then just dive bomb it.
I already dive bombed it. I came from up on that peak.
Oh, wow. Okay, how to start Lilac Ramble questline in Dragonflight. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, I don't need a blog. Just, okay, the Lilac Ramble quest starts and ends in Honor and Plains. Travel to Honor and Plains and go to Shady Sanctuary. I'm already there. At 25:56. I'm at 25. I'm at 28:57. Maybe that's my problem.
Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Oh no! So why? Okay, so I tried to put in my way coordinates, and it says try help for a list of commands. So that means that what add-on was that? That off. Map chords. Tom. Okay. Reload. BRB, I'm gonna get some more coffee.
you have a use for these things. I'll have more for you next week. Dragon Isles. Sounds fun. Bet they've got plenty of soaring peaks to climb. Wrap it up, trainees. We're moving out.
Exemplary work.
Now, wild feather, you're gonna need the energy soon enough. Let's get moving. Plenty to be done. Sorcery, we're under attack.
The enemy's study. This is a friend, not a foe.
All right, I'm back.
Hey, welcome back.
Well, I got started on one thing, and then I was like, I need to work on my chicken noodle soup that I'm making, and so I had to. The chicken was cool enough to shred, so I got started on it and went ahead and got it all finished up. Now I'm just waiting on my noodles. And then I'll dump the noodles and the chicken in there, and ta-da, I'll be done.
I'm like, she's gone.
Who?
You. Well, she said she was just gonna go check, and she's gone.
Oh. Like, she's no longer here. Yeah, I went to get coffee, and then I was like, well, I better go ahead and do this. It's already like almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I was like, I need to get the chicken noodle soup done. I could have waited until the chicken was completely cool, but it didn't. Like, the only part that was like super hot was down there where the breast is, but
I was supposed to go out tonight. I canceled.
the what?
I was supposed to go out tonight. I canceled.
Oh, you canceled the whole thing?
Yeah.
Ah.
I just don't have the. I don't have the energy to like, and it's not just because I've been staying up. Like,
Yeah.
I've been in a lot of pain lately, and that just zaps you of like all your energy. And I don't want to go walking around a big building and trying to do a bunch of stuff. And smiling
I
and
don't-
grinning and frankly,
I
I
don't
just
blame you.
I'm just having it like
Are you in a funk?
no.
Okay.
I'm upset that I don't want to go. Like, I feel like I should want to go because I've never missed one of these, and they're always a lot of fun, and I'm always glad I went. But like, I just feel like tonight will be the one time I'll be like, the whole time I'll be thinking about playing the game, and
Right.
I
Hang
don't
on
want to
one
be
second.
like,
Tyson's calling me. I'm sorry.
okay.